Are you new to sales and are you wanting your customers to buy from you? But you're wondering, but how do I persuade them to, become my clients? You might be thinking that, right? If you are, this video is for you because there are three things I'm going to share with you in this video that you will walk away with. Number one, how to confidently close sales. Number two, how to demand the price you're actually worth. And number three is how to handle any objections. Okay, if you're looking for those answers, watch this video till the end. Now, before I give you the answers, let me ask you three questions. Very important question. There's a reason why I'm asking you this question. Number one, why do you want to close sales? Number two, what's the problem you're solving? And number three, what if you cannot close the sale? What does that mean to you? Think about this for a second because it's going to be a big, massive transformation by the end of this video. Okay? Now, let's look into what is sales. Now look, sales at a very, very foundational level, it's a relationship between two people. Yes, it's a relationship between two people where one person says, I will solve your problem for an exchange of something, right? So you give a problem, the value you solve, and this person agrees that you're giving the value in exchange for something. That's pretty much sales. Let me explain to you in a better example. Maybe this is something that you can relate to. Let's talk about you and a friend or a loved one or someone that you really care about. They come to you with a problem. Okay? They're feeling really sad and you're like, hey, hang on, what's going on? Right? That's what you're going to ask. Are you going to say, hey, you know what? I don't care about you. No, you're going to try to understand what's wrong. What are you going to do? You're going to sit the person down. You're then going to listen to what they have to say. Hey, tell me what's going on with you. Then you're going to ask questions a bit more about, oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? Tell me more. What happened? You're going to ask all that. When you understand, then at the end, you're like, you know what? I get you now. Maybe try this. Maybe this will help you help you feel better, right? That's what you do. Exactly what happens in a sale is the person that's coming in, assuming that you assume that that person is someone you know that has a problem. What are you going to do first? You're going to, number one, listen to what the problem is. Number two, you're then going to ask a question. Why do they have the problem? What does it mean to them? And then number three, you're going to give a solution to them, right? That's pretty much it. That's what you do in a sale. That's what you do in your personal life. Exactly what you want to do when you have a prospect come before you can be a client. That's what you got to do. So listen, ask questions, and give a solution. Now, remember the question I asked you, why do you want to close sales? In this scenario, you are there to actually help solve a problem. You're not there just to take money. So when you answer the question, why do you want to close sales? The answer should be, I want to actually help and solve someone's problem. Because when you help and solve someone's problem, the bigger the problem is, the deeper the connection and the confident you'll feel in actually closing the sale because they really want to talk to you because they assume that you have the solution. Does that make sense? Great. Number two now, how to increase the price you're worth. Interesting, right? Let me show you how. Let's talk about the same friend. Now, when you're talking with a friend, right? And the friend says, oh, I've got this problem, I've got that problem. And you're like, okay, you're listening now. And you're like, yeah, I remember even I had this problem before, and this is what I felt that, this is what I did. This is the solution. Oh, what is that? And are you feeling these problems? She's asking all these questions. And what is your friend saying? Yeah. I also had that problem. Oh, how do you know? Oh, man, I think you're amazing. Can you help me more? That's what your friend is saying. I'm so happy I'm here with you that you understand me. You're trying to help me, right? And this is key. And when you can do that, your friend asks you more and more and more questions. And your friend now, or your loved one, or someone you care about, believes that you are the solution to their problem. And they keep coming back to you. Exactly in a case when you actually have a prospect coming to you and you can understand their problem deeply and relay it back to them, the problem, they will understand that you have the solution. Yes, if you are able to speak the problem and the language of the prospect so deeply that you can Tell them what their problem is. They will assume you have a solution. And when they assume you have the solution, they will actually pay the price you're actually wanting to get. So that's how you actually demand your price. Is you really, really talk about the problem. You talk it so well that they assume you have the solution. Exactly. And you must be able to deliver on the solution. Okay. So you can start delivering and increasing your price. That's how you do it. So I asked you the second question. Remember, what's the problem you're solving? If you can answer what's the problem you're solving in a very eloquent way, in a very detailed way, you will be able to demand the price you're actually worth. Does that make sense now? Are you enjoying the video? The third point is coming, but give me that like, comment below if you're finding this video valuable. Now, how do you handle any objection? Let's talk about the scenario where the two friends are talking, right? Or the two loved ones or someone you care about. Let's talk about that. Now, if someone comes to you with a problem, are you just going to tell your friend, oh, you know what? Just do that. I just know it. And just do that. Just do that. What are they going to say? They're going to say, wait, hang on. You don't even know what I want. And they're going to throw, oh, you don't listen to me. You're not this. You see, these are all objections. But now if you really connect with them and you start talking to them and you say, you know what, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? What is your friend going to say? I'm not sure. I've never done that before. Can you help me? Can you guide me? Oh, I don't know. What will that person say? I'm not sure. I got to ask my friend. I got to ask my parents. I got to ask my sister, my brother. You see, your friend's thinking all this based on the solution you're giving. But do you give up? You don't, right? All these questions that your friend is asking you, you handle them. And that is what you are handling them with resistance. You are playing with the resistance till your friend actually really understands you and you can solve the problem. Now, to be able to do that, you got to be really strong in your mind to say that I, no matter what, am going to help my friend. No matter what they say back to me, I'm going to make sure that problem is solved, right? That's what you do it. And that is what is playing with resistance. And that is what is handling objection. Exactly in a sales scenario, when a client comes to you, a prospect comes to you, and you're trying to actually offer your services and they throw all sorts of objections. I don't have money. Let me think about it. Let me ask my spouse, tell me tomorrow. All these questions, that's all objections. You need to play with resistance, but ask, how can you solve the problem right then and there? If you don't solve it, they're going to walk away. It's the same scenario as your friend. If you don't solve the problem for your friend, what's going to happen to your friend? They're going to feel bad. But how are you going to feel when you cannot solve the problem for your friend? You're going to feel bad, right? You're going to feel that you've done your friend a disservice. Exactly when the prospect comes to you and you cannot handle the objection because you are not playing with resistance and you're not strong in your mind, you won't be able to handle the objection. How will you feel? You're not going to feel great. So you're going to do whatever it takes to play with resistance and solve the objection and close the client and make sure you can help solve the client's problem. That's what you're going to do. If you come with that mindset, you can handle any objection. Now remember, I asked you the third question. If you cannot close the deal, how are you going to feel? That's exactly what you will feel. You will feel bad. Because you can't help a friend. You're going to feel bad. So next time when you have a closing call or when you want to close a prospect, if you walk away not being able to close that call, you're going to feel bad because that client is going to go somewhere else to get their problem solved. It is your responsibility to solve the problem. So play with resistance and you will be able to solve any objection. Does that make sense? So 3 things. How to confidently close sales, how to demand the price you're actually worth, and how to handle any objections. That's what we've covered in this video. If you have any other questions, comment below. Let me know if this video made sense or give me the like button if that you really enjoyed. Okay? Till the next video, ABC. Always be connecting.